Okay, good afternoon, my brothers and sisters. Today, the topic is going to be the golden tip of Curacao, the golden tip of the gas and oil, and also the golden tip who who was ordered to kill the politician called Helmy Wheels. Okay, let's start, and I'm going to go through some documentations and some pictures to show you guys the real truth. And I know most of you, all of you, know the truth. So let's start on my phone. The first thing we're going to go to WhatsApp. WhatsApp application. What I'm trying to explain here is basically that on my phone I have a picture. Let's start with a picture. This picture. What does this picture says? This picture was created by the Antilliaanse Dagblad a day by a Mr. Blokken, I believe. This person is basically explaining us what really happened in 2013. Yeah, he's giving his point of view. And if we look at the pictures, they have many stories. You can see the coffin of the politician Helmine Wheels is brought into the parliament for people to see. One thing I could tell you, all of them know who killed, who instructed to murder, and who killed him, this politician by itself. No? So if you look at the other pictures now on the left side, all the way on top, all the way on top, the second picture, you'll see that is the governor and the king, which is, it's showing the top, the instruction came from the king and the queen and the governor to eliminate Helming Wheels because he knew about the gas and oil and other issues, because telling people the truth, and everybody was pissed off on this politician. You know, as you know, when you tell somebody the truth, they probably don't like you. Okay, so also we have to remember the instructions came also from the US and the CIA, and as I said, the US Treasury Department also controls all these other agencies, and the NSA also. So they also had something to do with the plan to get rid of this politician. Okay, so that means we know we now can go on the lower left side. You could see the king on Curacao, I believe he was, and then below that you could see a picture with a car that basically to a funeral car with three dead bodies, and you could see police there. That is where they have killed. No, that's not where they killed. They have staged the killing of this sniper called Marcos Montesant, who was the person who had take that fatal shot and killed the politician with his other buddies, the Dutch militias and their submarines, and took this guy's life away. Okay, so that means now this scene shows you everything, what happens, who the murderer was, and that the killer, who the sniper was also killed, but not there on the accident. They probably was killed at home or some area, and then his body is brought the same with the other people that were also in part of the murdering, that also were killed not by this accident. This accident was all staged. Okay, so that means the U.S. Treasury of the NSA department, the CIA, FBI, were also involved together with the Queen in controlling this situation of this media to keep the secret, and also to keep the secret of the gas and oil. So we know that. All these, on the right side, you could see the politicians who are instructed by the governor to keep the agenda of the oil and gas going, and all of them are being paid. All of them got paid. See, by the U.S. Treasury Department probably sent them the dollars, the funds, to the central bank in Curacao, which funded and paid all these people to keep the agenda going of murdering this person, and to keep this agenda of oil and gas hidden. So these are things that we know, that I also know, because this picture says everything. So now we're going to go in detail. As I said, we always try to find out what really is going on. Now in Curacao, they started now with, so as you can see, I got all the pictures just to show you guys. We'll go through it. They said that this car had hit three people. As you can see, a car cannot hit three people, and they're all laying down like that, separate on the ground. No car parts, no oil, no nothing. It's just these people were brought there and murdered someplace and brought them there. So this is completely fake. And this is Elton Montesanto, as I said, Marcus, who was the one that you can see his body. Is not an easy person. It's a well-trained militia. So, and this is where the further document. They have also a statue for them where they were killed. These three people, I mean, they said they were killed, but they weren't killed there. And also, you could read about this fellow, which also they said the driver, that he was the one who did that, which is impossible. Okay, so these are the picture, and here is the picture that you can see. As I said, the picture that they have on the same picture, which the Dutch AD newspaper have posted, just to show you where the sniper was said to be killed, which is not true. Okay, now what I did also, as I said, they have a website called Tip de Oro. Tip de Oro Wheels. Now they have now a new agenda. They're saying they're requesting, they're providing a number for people to give tips, a $1 million tip for the person who can identify what happened to Robbie Dos Santos and who murdered Helmy Wheels. So they're now asking and giving $1 million for the golden tip. So this is basically the phone number. It says Tip de Oro Wheels. I have provided them all the information, even the name of the sniper. It says sniper was killed. You can see here, sniper was killed. Well, let's go back. So, humanity cases against killing king, everything, even the blocking of the Dutch government on my behalf. I have written everything here, that even the guy they Pretu that they killed is all fake. Clash is CIA. So all these things here are on my WhatsApp, which I have given to them, which is part of the CIA and the NSA. They are monitoring all these information to see who is the one that's going to explode and say the truth for them to be convicted, because they know who killed Helmy Wheels, and they're now trying to control the island and see who are the snitches. See what I mean? But everybody is now scared, because you have to remember all the funds that were being sent by the U.S. Treasury Department to do all these nasty things by the CIA. They reach the central bank, and they will most of the time be routed to the local banks as MCB Bank, Hero Bank, all these other banks. They're the ones paying basically for the operation when you're going to execute something like that by killing a politician. It's going to take massive funds to keep everybody quiet and to pay for everything to keep this ongoing with the media and everything. So they must have received much funds from the U.S. Treasury Department of the Federal Reserve Bank to keep this thing going. So them to keep to get the gas or the oil agenda ongoing and all the media ongoing. So as you can see here, I have, see, it says Preto, rest in peace, Luigi Florentino, which is also a militia. As you can see, they themselves are killing each other just to hide the truth. So the top layer don't want people to know what's going on. So in here, as you can see, I have posted everything and I have sent it to them. And as they start reading and even have the timeline when everything happens, and the Queen also was part of it. If you go look at the documents, you could see the Queen, what date the Queen resigned. It's in 30 April 2013. And then we got a officer of justice, the RIP is called, came in and to execute everything, to do what he has to do. And as you can see, 4 August 2013, 3 joggers were killed with Anton Montesanto. So this document explains everything in detail, the time track, what happened, how they planned everything. You see what I mean? So let's go back. So this is basically all the detailed information, and which I have also created videos, and I have given the documents to the Ministry Public, as you can see, signed 25th 11 2019, and also to the Parliament, because Parliament also were involved. All of them know who killed Helmy Wheels, but they're all playing the game. Okay, so now comes the part with the U.S. The U.S. Treasury Department also knows everything, what's going on with the Federal Reserve Bank, I mean with the NSA and the U.S. Security Exchange Commission and OFAC, Office of Foreign Asset Control. All of them know the agenda of oil and gas. I've been emailing most of the companies and nobody's answering back at the phones or answer the emails. I did a email explaining what's going on with our gas, because the gas belongs to the people of Curacao. That's normal. So now by exposing this, now everybody's now running around because they're all scared what's going to happen. See what I mean? So these things are going to be are happening at the moment. What I did was, just to give you guys an example. I'm in contact with the OFAC and also with the U.S. Security Exchange Commission, and I'm providing them the tip. They have the same thing that we have, that they're being told about the tip, which I will be showing you guys. Let me go back to my screens. Okay, here it is. Let's go here, and as you can see, the U.S. Treasury Department also has a department called the U.S. Security Exchange Commission, Office of Whistleblower, which I've been doing for quite a time. In 2014, I have filed with them like 15 TCRs. You see, that is a whistleblower. You identify bankers laundering money or people doing wrong thing. And what it says is here, the commission, I'll read down here, see, assistance and information from the whistleblower who knows of possible security laws of violation can among the most powerful weapons in the law enforcement arsenal of the Security Exchange Commission. To their knowledge of these circumstances and individuals involved, whistleblowers can help the Commission identify possible fraud and other violations much earlier than might otherwise have been possible. That allows the Commission to minimize the harm to investors, better preserve the integrity of the United States capital markets, and more swiftly hold accountable those responsible for unlawful conduct. Okay, so let's continue. The Commission is authorized by Congress to provide monetary awards, okay, to eligible individuals who come forward with high quality original information that leads to a Commission enforcement action in which over $1 million in sanction is ordered. So you will get up to $1 million you can get. The range award is between 10% and 30% of the money collected. So that means if they go to against the case of a bank and they win the case and the settlement is like 10 million, you'll get 10 to 30% of the 10 million you'll get given, will be given to you, and the rest will be given to them. So this is basically what they're saying here. So okay, let's continue. The Office of the Whistleblower was established to administer the SEC whistleblower program, which understands that the decision to come forward with the information about securities fraud and other wrongdoing is not one taken lightly, and we are here answer questions you may have. You can reach Office Whistleblower 202-551-4790. Okay, I have been filing, and then you have to submit the tip here. I have been filing with them many tips. I did file for the Eric Garcia Hilo, which they caught. I filed also for the Central Bank of Curacao for their money laundering and their illegal activities. I filed to MC Badur and Cruz Bank also. And also I have filed against all the oil companies who have been drilling for oil and gas without any license or laws, which are against the laws of Curacao. And so all these tips, I think there were about 15 tips. I have the list, which I've given to the U.S. Security Exchange Commission. They have called me, and they never got back to me. They have won their case, the case against Eddie Garcia. They have taken that and won the case. And also the MCB case where with Mr. Greistein, I don't remember the name, where MCB had to pay them a settlement of $775 million of settlement. So all these funds which they're supposed to be getting, they're supposed to be giving me 1/3 of the funds, which was promising. Even the $1 million for every of the tips that I've given them to pursue against these corrupted companies or organizations. Okay, the U.S. Security Exchange Commission has called me several times on the phone and promised me all these things. But you have to remember, if you're a whistleblower, they're supposed to back you up and protect you and give you all the support, because they know that all the bankers or all these companies will go after you. You see what I mean? Okay, so um, now the other thing is I have a green card. I'm a U.S. residence. I mean, they're supposed to be giving me all the support and calls. So I have been emailing them numerous times, and all of them, even Vincent, which is the part also of the U.S. Treasury, which is called Financial Crime Enforcement Network, also did not acknowledge. See, all these people promising because they all also into these hidden agenda to hide all these resources or things they are trying to do to keep to steal from other countries. So Curacao is also one of them. Now the other part is when now I'm now posting everything that has to do with the gas, the Big Brother and U.S. NSA and U.S. Treasury Department are blocking everything for not all these truth to be told to the people, to the world. Every time I post something or email something, they block and said it's against the law to do something like that, to talk about oil and gas, which is I don't understand. Okay, so the next thing I did start sending them again the tips and start filing against with them on federal level and on the state level. I had some of the email addresses which they told me to do. I received from them a emails telling me where I have to go, which I will show you guys. Let me see where I go. Yes. Okay, this is the tip. This is welcome to tips complaints. Okay, this is where you go in and you file for your tip. See, when you start the screen, you go to the process, which I did yesterday. Says acceptance disclaimer. You could file a tip online, which I did also for Helmy Wheels, who killed Helmy Wheels. So if you can see, I'll take the option accept, and it will go to the process one by one, as I said. And you don't have to be afraid. The key thing is to file, so you would be part. You receive your funds, and they're supposed to give you the $1 million as you go. So I start your tip just to show you guys, and this is the screen where you have to file in all the information. See, it says all these options which you have to specify for them. So this is basically what I did through the screen. So after you file that, you get a TCR number, a reference number, which they will get back to you as soon as possible, which I did, and they did not. So doing that, further, I got then in contact with, let me see what this is. Yeah, they did email me and told me I can now access them because I know Yahoo and Google are being monitored and blocked by the NSA. So they have given me this email address, this portal, which I can sign in. If I showed you guys, I will go sign in. So as you can see, I did receive an email from them. As you look, let me open it. It says, "Dear Ronald, thank you for information that you submitted to the United Security Exchange Commission." And this was sent December 9, 2019, expires March, see? And it says small, and the original PDF, there is also a document. Let me open the document so you can see when I filed it. Let me download it and open it, and then we go back. Just to show you guys that, okay, complaint TCR 3.0. As you can see, I did file with them about the RBC Bank. See, RBC Bank with my funds, with the lottery funds, which I did not receive the funds. So after filing it, see, it gives you a TCR number. You understand? So these are the three documents I did online. Then we go back. So this is basically in their system. And it says here, thank you for information of the submit to the United States Security Exchange Commission. We are always interested here in the public, and we want you to know that your submission will be given careful consideration and review of Commission responsibility under the federal security law. However, given the subject matter of your submission, we believe you should also refer to matter of the Federal Trade Commission. See, the Federal Trade Commission, you can provide your online tip, which I did also, which I also provided them about the gas and oil and being stolen of the citizens of Curacao, which I did also. And they did not get back to me on that issue. So in here, I can also reply to them by clicking reply. I can write back any answer or send a document related to the TCR code. See? And the other features that there is also, I could go back to my, let me go back here. See. Save draft. Yes, I could also go to my mailbox Let me see, it'll go in. It's a little bit slow. Yeah, here it is. Let me just go back in. Oh, it throw me back out. Let's throw it back. Let's go back here. And then let me go back here. Let me go back and just show you guys again. Bookmarks on the bottom. U.S. Security Exchange. See, what I was going to tell you guys is I can also send emails. If I go to my inbox, compose mail. See, if you look at the mail, compose mail, I have sent them several emails already, and I still did not receive any answer. See, U.S. whistleblower filed by Ronald Weatherford, 15 December, submission number. See, if you can see, I did send it to all these people on top. The chairman of Office of Social Security, because I'm in their system, I am able to send them all the documents, which I did. Because, see, I have told them that I have filed many complaints and they have never answered back, which is against also they are not complying with the law. See, so that is also which I have sent them. Let me go down and show you guys. See. Okay. Are you offering? No, this is not it. Let me see where it's specified. See, yeah. And the bottom you could see I have sent them all the information of the tip the auto, hook converted handling wheels, and the oil and gas situation, and also about my funds. So they have it in their system. So the key thing is now, and let me see, submission your security tips, and the submission number is 15764-162-866, and you can see it's 1250. And the key now thing is now all these which I have filed with the U.S. Treasury Security Exchange Commission, they have to be taken care of. They have to call me back and see and investigate. That is one of the main key, which I'm trying to explain, that the U.S. Treasury Department and the U.S. Security Exchange Commission and all the other companies are not serious. Further all, which I also did, just to be informed, I have emailed many oil companies, all of them, about the oil and gas, and still I haven't received any answer. So just could go to my phone, gas resources. Let's go to my okay, let's go to my send document just to show you guys everything. See, unclaimed. Okay, I've sent my unclaimed lottery. Let me show you guys. Yeah. I have here, if you see here, I have sent all these oil companies, many of them, like this is Petrobras. See, Petrobras, let me show there. So, Petrobras, and see, and other companies too. I have sent this document which specifies about the gas and oil which is underneath our ground, and that also that I have plans to join the conference in Texas to talk about the gas and oil of Curacao. See, the gas and oil from Curacao belong to citizens of Curacao. See, and this document also I have sent to the U.S. Treasury Department and the other departments, but I haven't gotten any. I did get any get answers, but they don't want to talk about the issue. Here I just received the email, FDIC, which is not important. See, at the moment, because as you know, the FIDC is the one basically for the rules for the bankers when they go bankrupt. Let me go back now to what I was going to explain you guys to the Petro, just to show you. Okay, I have here Security, as you look at the top, Security Exchange Commission, U.S. Department of Treasury, U.S. Department of Treasury, Office of Financial Research Communications, Office of Financial Research Communication, Federal Reserve Bank of New York, Treasury Inspector General, Tax Administration, Office Inspector General, Export and Import Bank of United Kingdom. So as you can see, all these institutions I have been contacting, and most of them don't want to talk about the issues and trying to avoid me. See, if you look at the Board of Government has sent me an email, Dear Ronald, thank you for your received response regarding the email you received claiming that you have unclaimed lottery funds. See, they don't want to talk about gas and oil, about funds or nothing. They just want to hide the truth because they know what they did. I understand. But the key thing is to keep putting the pressure on them for them to know that we're not backing down. And the last email I sent was now to, as I just said, to the EIB and the EBRD European Group, which stands for the European Banks, Development Banks. I did send them also about the gas found underneath Curacao, or if they're willing to invest here in the islands for the people in Curacao, so we could profit it for the people of Curacao. But I still didn't have any answer. So the key thing is to keep the pressure on and keep trying to show the people of the world that we are willing to work together with them, but it has to be for the benefit of the people of Curacao. See what I mean? And the other issue, as I said, the golden tip, everybody in the island knows that Elton Marcus Montesan, the sniper, did kill Helming Reels. All of them knew. The media knows it. Everybody knows it. And now they